Hello students, here we will discuss the practice sample paper for session 2021-22 class 12th first term as per CBSE new pattern. Read the instructions. You have to attempt 20 questions from section A, 20 questions from section B and 10 questions from section C. All questions carry equal marks and there is no negative marking. Section A, question number 1. Cells that are found in a pollen grain when it is shed at 3 cell stage are, option B is correct. There are 1 vegetative cell and 2 male gametes in a pollen grain shed at 3 cell stage. Question 2. Male and female flowers are present on different plants, means plant is dioecious, to ensure xenogamy in. Option A. This plant is papaya having dioecious condition. Question 3. Identify the parts labeled 1, 2 and 3 in the given figure and select the correct option. Option B. It is LS of an embryo of grass where 1 is scutellum, 2 is coleoptile and 3 is coleorhiza. Question 4. In case of polyembryony, if an embryo develops from synergate and another from nucellus, then the synergate embryo is dash and nucellar embryo is dash. Option C. Synergate embryo is haploid and nucellar embryo is diploid. Question number 5. In which of the following species each fruit contains thousands of tiny seeds? Option C is correct. 1 orchid, 3 striga and 4 orobanchae. Their fruits have thousands of tiny seeds. Question 6. Refer to the given figure of reproductive structure of papaver and identify X and Y. Option B is correct. This figure is of multicarpellary syncarpous pistil of papaver, where X is stigma and Y is syncarpous ovary. Question 7. Fill in the blanks in the following paragraph by selecting the correct option. 1 are the primary sex organs that produce 2 and 3. Each primary sex organ is about 4 in length and is connected to the pelvic wall and uterus by 5. Option C is correct. 1 are the ovaries, 2 and 3 are ovum and hormones produced by ovaries, 4 length of ovary is 2 to 4 cm and 5 it is connected to the pelvic wall and uterus by ligaments. Question 8. Apomictic embryos in citrus arise from? Option C. They arise from nucellus. Question 9. Which one of the following is an incorrect statement with regard to pedigree analysis? Option A is incorrect. It verifies that DNA is the carrier of genetic information. This is incorrect statement. Rest of the options given are correct about pedigree analysis. Question 10. 2 statements are given. You have to choose correct option given below regarding these statements. Option D is correct. Statement 1. The codon AUG codes for methionine and phenylalanine. It is incorrect. AUG codes for methionine only. Statement 2 पर आइए. AAA and AAG both codons code for the amino acid lysine. This is the true statement. Question number 11. What is the role of RNA polymerase 3 in the process of transcription in eukaryotes? Option B. It transcribes transfer RNA, 5S ribosomal RNA and small nuclear RNA. Question 12. DNA fingerprinting involves identifying difference in some specific regions in DNA sequence called as? Option B. These specific regions in DNA are called as repetitive DNA. Question 13. During megasporogenesis, potential megaspore mother cell undergoes following cell divisions to form gametophytic female. Option C. Megaspore mother cell will undergo 1 meiotic division and 3 mitotic divisions to form gametophytic female. Question number 14. In a cross between a male and a female, both heterozygous for sickle cell anemia gene, what percentage of the progeny will be deceased? Option C. 25% of the progeny will be affected. Check the cross to get the answer. Question 15. Receptors for sperm binding in mammals are present on? Option D. They are present on zona pellucida. Question 16. Which one of the following is an example of hormone releasing IUD or intrauterine devices? Option B. LNG20 is hormone releasing IUD. Question 17. Match list 1 with list 2. Option B is correct. A. Waltz match with 1. Entry of sperm through cervix is blocked. B. IUDs match with 3. Phagocytosis of sperms within the uterus. C. Vasectomy matches with 2. Removal of vas deferens. And D. Tubectomy matches with 4. Removal of fallopian tube. Question 18. If adenine makes 30% of the DNA molecule, what will be the percentage of thymine, guanine and cytosine in it? Option C. Thymine will be 30%, guanine will be 20% and cytosine will be 20%. Check the solution to get the answer. Question 19. Which is the only enzyme that has capability to catalyze initiation, elongation and termination in the process of transcription in prokaryotes? Option B. It is DNA dependent RNA polymerase which catalyzes initiation, elongation and termination in the process of transcription in prokaryotes. Question 20. On the ribosome, messenger RNA binds dash and 2 sites dash for subsequent amino acids to bind to be close enough to each other for the formation of a peptide bond. Option C. Messenger RNA binds small subunit and 2 sites on the large subunits. Question 21. Persons with AB blood group are called as universal recipient. This is due to? Option D. It is due to absence of antibodies anti-A and anti-B in plasma. Persons with AB blood group are universal recipient. Question number 22. There is a flow chart showing influence of hormones on gametogenesis in human females. Study it carefully and identify 1, 2, 3 and 4. Option B is correct. 1 is GnRH, gonadotropin releasing hormones. 2 are FSH and LH, follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. 3 is ovary and 4 estrogen and progesterone. Question 23. Which of the following statements about histones is wrong? Option B. The pH of histones is slightly acidic. This is wrong. Histones are basic in nature. Question 24. In a cell, DNA transcription halted when? Option D. DNA transcription halted when a stop codon is reached. Now come to section B. Here question number 25 to 28 are assertion reason type. Question 25, see the assertion statement. The endosperm of angiosperm is generally triploid, means 3N. This is true statement. See the reason of it. It develops from primary endosperm nucleus formed by fusion of haploid male gamete and diploid secondary nucleus. This is also true statement and correct explanation of assertion. So, mark A. Both A and R are true and R is correct explanation of A. Question 26. Assertion statement. In 4 o'clock or snapdragon plant, a cross between a homozygous white flowered individual and a homozygous red flowered one produces pink flowers. This is true statement about snapdragon plant. Reason statement देखिए. In these plants, the flower color is determined by 3 alleles. This is false statement. Correct reason is when red flower plant is crossed with white flowered plant, we get pink flowers because of incomplete dominance. So, correct option is C. A is true but R is false. Question 27. Assertion statement. DNA is more stable while RNA is more reactive. This is true. See the reason. DNA was first discovered by Watson and Crick in 1953. This is false statement. DNA was first discovered by Frederick Mischer in 1869. So, correct option is C. A is true but R is false. Come to question number 28. Assertion statement. In pigeons, the females are heterogametic and males are homogametic. This is true. Now see the reason. In pigeons, females have ZW sex chromosomes and males have ZZ sex chromosomes. This is also true statement and correct explanation of assertion. So mark A. Both A and R are true and R is correct explanation of A. Question 29. Select the correct option regarding the ploidy level of different structures of an angiospermous ovule. Option C. Nucellus is 2n, megaspore mother cell is 2n and functional megaspore is n. Question 30. Select the option which correctly identify the given plant. Option B. The given plant with chasmogamous and clistogamous flowers is Commelina. Question 31. Amniocentesis is a technique used to, option C. It is used to determine any hereditary genetic abnormality in embryo. 32. Father of a child is colorblind and mother is carrier for color blindness. The probability of the child being colorblind is, option C. The probability of the child being colorblind is 50%. Make the cross as shown in the diagram to get the answer. Question 33. Given diagram shows a pair of homologous chromosomes during meiosis. Maximum crossing over will occur in, option D. The maximum crossing over will occur in capital A small d and small a capital D of the given homologous chromosomes. जितना दूर जीन्स लोकेटेड होंगे उतना ज़्यादा क्रॉसिंग ओवर के चांसेस हैं और यहाँ मैक्सिमम डिस्टेंस A एंड D के बीच में है. सो मैक्सिमम क्रॉसिंग ओवर विल टेक प्लेस बिटवीन A एंड D. Question 34. Which of the following characteristics represent inheritance of blood groups in humans? Option C. Characteristics represents inheritance of blood groups in humans are 1. Dominance, 2. Codominance and 3. Multiple alleles. Question 35. Study the two cases carefully. What would be the correct interpretation of the two cases? Option A is correct. Case 1. Mother is with disease, father is normal and among children, sons are always with disease. This shows X-linked recessive disease. Case 2. Where mother is with disease, father is normal and among children, both sons and daughters could show disease. It represents autosomal recessive disease. Question 36. The accompanying diagram shows the uterine tubes of 4 women P, Q, R and S. In which two women is fertilization impossible at present? Option B. In R and S women, fertilization is impossible because in R, both fallopian tubes are completely blocked, and in S, both fallopian tubes are cut and tied. Question 37. Study the pedigree chart. What does it show? Option A. It shows inheritance of a condition like phenylketonuria as an autosomal recessive trait, as it is appearing both in males and females, and also there is a skip in generation. Question 38. Express sequence tags ESTs refers to? Option B. It refers to genes expressed as RNA. Question 39. The function of labeled part X is? Option B. X is tapetum, which helps in nutrition of pollen grains. 40. Identify the parts A, B, C and D in given figure. Option D. A is seed coat, B is endosperm, C is cotyledon and D is hypocotyle. Question 41. All of the following are found in seminiferous tubules except? Option C. Leydig cells are not found in seminiferous tubules. Rather, they are present between spaces of seminiferous tubules. Question 42. At what stage of life is oogenesis initiated in a human female? Option D. Oogenesis is initiated during embryonic development in human female. Question 43. A dioecious flowering plant prevents both? Option A. If plant is dioecious, then it will prevent both autogamy and geitonogamy. 44. The fully processed heterogeneous RNA is called as 1 and is transported out of the 2 into the 3 for translation. Option A is correct. 1 is messenger RNA, 2 is nucleus and 3 is cytoplasm. Question 45. Two plants, one with black flower and other with white colored flower, were crossed in an experiment. In the next generation, grey colored flowers were obtained. The reason for the result is? Option A. It is due to incomplete dominance. Question 46. Refer to given figure and select the correct option regarding its parts labeled A, B and C. Option B is correct. B is H1 histone and C is histone octamer. This is correct. But note one point. A is DNA wrapped around histone. Question number 47. Family planning program was initiated in? Option D. It was initiated in 1951. 48. RCH stands for? Option D. It stands for Reproductive and Child Health Care. Now come to section C. There is one case-based question and question number 49 to 54 are linked with it. Read the case given. It is about the work done by Mendel on pea plant. Now do the question given. Question number 49. Which one from those given below is the period of Mendel's hybridization? Option A. It is between 1856 to 1863. Question 50. Among the 7 pairs of contrasting traits in pea plant as studied by Mendel, the number of traits related to flower, pod and seed respectively were? Option A. He studied 2 traits of flower, color and position of flower, 2 traits of pod, shape and color of pod, and 2 traits of seed, shape and color of seed. Question 51. How many pairs of true breeding varieties were selected by Mendel for his experiment on pea plant? Option is 14. Question 52. Among the following characters, which one was not considered by Mendel in his experiments on pea? Option B. Trichomes, glandular or non-glandular character was not considered by Mendel in his experiments. Question 53. Which of the following is genotypic ratio of Mendel's monohybrid cross? Option B. Genotypic ratio of monohybrid cross is 1:2:1. Question number 54. Refer to the given table of contrasting traits in pea plants studied by Mendel. Which of the given traits is correctly placed? Option D is correct. 1. Seed color with yellow dominant and green recessive trait. 2. Flower color with violet dominant and white recessive trait. 3. Pod shape with inflated or full dominant and constricted recessive trait. And 4. Flower position with axial dominant and terminal recessive trait. All these are correctly placed. Question 55. Refer to the given figure. Select the option which correctly identifies K, L, M and N. Option D is correct. K is 5' end, L are hydrogen bonds, M is adenine and N deoxyribose sugar. Question number 56. Refer to the given figure of egg apparatus showing entry of pollen tube into a synergate. Identify any two of the labeled parts and select the correct option. Option C is correct. B is egg nucleus and F male gametes. Note other parts also. A is central cell, C plasma membranes, D synergate, E filiform apparatus and G vegetative nucleus. Question 57. Given here is the figure of a section of a Graafian follicle. Identify the labeled parts A to E and select the correct option. Correct option is D. A is theca externa, B is theca interna, C is ovum, D is membrana granulosa and E antrum. Question 58. Refer to the given figure. The shape of RBCs under oxygen tension in the given situation becomes. Option C is correct. The shape of red blood cells in this condition will become elongated and curved and lead to a disease called sickle cell anemia. Question 59. Match the following sexually transmitted diseases of column 1 with their causative agents in column 2 and select the correct option. Option D is correct. A. Gonorrhea caused by 2. Neisseria. B. Syphilis caused by 3. Treponema. C. Genital warts caused by 4. Human papilloma virus. And D. AIDS caused by 1. HIV. Question 60. The given figure shows lac operon and its functioning. Select the option which correctly labels A, B, X, Y and Z. Option A is correct. A is repressor, B inducer, X beta galactosidase, Y permease and Z trans-acetylase. So that's all for today. Thank you very much for staying with me. Subscribe the channel to get the information about my new video. Thank you so much.